Hey everyone, it's randomnoob, and today I'm doing a deck talk on Andro with Cursed Revolver. So, this patch, Andro got some major buffs in my opinion. Cursed Revolver got reduced damage fall off, so you can mid-range quite a bit on it. As well as, his dashes has dash chaining now, that's what they call it. Honestly, I really don't notice it, to be I don't know, maybe you guys notice it, but when I play Andro, the dashes feel pretty similar. Honestly, I'm getting caught on a lot of things on walls and stuff like that now. So I'm not sure if them changing that stuff actually makes you get caught more, but or I'm just bad. I'm not sure. I might just be bad. Who knows? But yeah. So overall, I think Andro is pretty strong now. I think he's one of the better flanks. Definitely not made for EV yet. Maybe close. Maybe closer than people expect, but not quite there yet. I do, however, think he's extremely fun now, as well as pretty good. So let's hop into the deck talk. So starting off with Power of the Abyss, it's a pretty standard card in Androxus. Obviously, it's a better card in Godslayer because in Cursor Revolver, you don't get a guaranteed reversal hit. They have to actually shoot it. And that's the reason why I have it a little lower points. Actually, I run this card at three or four, usually four in Godslayer, but sometimes three, and I think it's actually a pretty good spot at three in this deck. And the reason why is because you can put points on other cards, because really you're not always getting your dashes back, and two, with this playstyle, you're kind of playing a little bit more passive because you can min range. You don't have to go in and get your dash reset just to live. Like you can go in, play smart, use your dashes, back up, use your reversal from distance, and get the reset that way. So really, 3 points, 60% reduced CD when you hit it. It actually ends up coming up pretty fairly regularly. Like maybe once a game, I'm like, dang, I wish I had four, but you usually live if you played it pretty smart. So moving on to Abyss Walker. Abyss Walker is one of those cards that people talk about like that you don't need to run. I completely disagree. I think this card's an absolute staple. Early game, extra 360 HP. If you get your resets, it's an extra what 720 for only 3 points. That seems pretty strong. You could even argue getting an extra point in here and dropping something like through the warp a point. But I like the sweet spot at three. It seems pretty good there. Moving on to the movement speed cards, Elusive and Through the Warp. These cards are pretty much staple in every Androxus deck. If you don't run these cards, you should definitely fit them in your deck. They there really isn't anything nearly as good as them. Like I can argue for you want to take out Sleight of Hand or Abyss Walker potentially, but I could never argue for removing these cards from your deck. And over the years, I've learned that Elusive is the one you want to put more points in. Through the Warp, they did buff it a while ago. I don't know, like 5, 6 patches ago, something like that. They buffed Andro's dash distance, I believe. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty certain of that. And even with that, I still don't think Through the Warp is better. Elusive with the dash chaining. Every time you dash, there's no CD on this card, so every time you dash, you get 40% movement speed. So you dash, wait a second or two, dash, wait a second or two, dash. You're getting quite a bit of value out of that. As well as Through the Warp, I mean, it's just another solid dash card. Anything that can improve your dashing is extremely valuable. And for those, I ended up with points of 4 and 3. If you want, you can maybe drop a point out of Sleight of Hand and add another point in one of these if you want. I found that anything more was kind of just an overkill, and it was taking away too much from the other cards. So moving on to Sleight of Hand, this card, it is extremely good in this deck, in my opinion. It's basically an extra 2 ammo every 5 seconds. If you shoot, dash, use 5 or 6 of your bullets. Sometimes by the last dash you get another 2 ammo out of it without having to reload. So sometimes your clips can be up to 10 bullets, which is pretty strong. If I was gonna remove a card from this deck personally, I would remove Sleight of Hand. Um, if you really wanted to remove something, but for me, you have to keep this card in there. It's just too good, honest, in my opinion, with this deck. But if you were going to remove it, other cards that you could find maybe some value out of, Quick Draw. Like some people run this, it's not bad if you want to put 3, 4 points in it. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. If you're cool with having a little less dash distance, maybe a little less health, Quick Draw 4 is not bad. I actually think that card's pretty solid, especially in Andro when you're reloading quite a bit. As well, I mean honestly, the only other card that I would recommend using out of all of Andro's cards are pretty bad to be honest. The only other card that I maybe can recommend using is Seething Hatred if you're running like a Godslayer build of some sort. It seems pretty solid in Godslayer. I don't think I have a deck. Alright, here I have a deck. I have a deck. This would be my Godslayer deck. See, as I said, 4 in Power of the Abyss. The dash distance stayed the same. The health stayed the same, except I put a 1 of a Seething Hatred. So I don't have Sleight of Hand in this deck. So honestly, not having that is actually a pretty big deal. I've noticed with this Cursed Revolver build, and this is kind of what I ended up with. And this is like a very, very standard Andro deck. Like I said, there really isn't many good Androxus cards. Like people have played around with Featherweight, they've played around with Watchful, they played around some with like reversal builds, but it just ends up being the standard Androxus deck that's just really strong. Abyssal Touch was good, but obviously got nerfed, so there's no reason to run that card anymore, even with like a punch build. So yeah, that's my deck. So hopping into the end of the draft, we picked Andro early. They went like a double backline comp with Cassie, Leon, and Vocal, my dude, along with Echo. They picked the Kin Barrack, that's pretty strong. Kinessa into a double backline comp's very good. We're playing Androxus on a weird map form, Fish Market, but with the new mid-range changes and stuff like that, you can play him on maps like this. Back in the day with Godslayer, you pretty much never wanted to pick him on Fish. But I think he can work now. I really don't have much experience playing him on Fish, but in the back of my head, I really think it'll work pretty well. Our comp's pretty strong. Barrack, Damba, Kin, Andro, Ash into theirs. This is also really strong. Io on Fish Market's very good with Cassie, Leon, 2 very strong backliners with Khan and Ara. So it should be a pretty strong game. I did forget to mention in the deck talk, ooh, they got Shu and Lovely as well. Some good players in this match, good players. But I did forget to mention in the deck talk, Andro did have another buff this patch where when you do get crippled or stunned in a dash, you do not lose all your dashes, which is actually a pretty big change. And me forgetting that was kind of a big deal, so I did want to bring it up. Not like Androxus into like Genos or Grover is so much better now that if you do get crippled, you're fine. Nothing's going to happen. You can just dash out as soon as it's over, right? Or Genos Lift, you can just dash out of the lift. The lift is so much worse against it now. Okay, so let's go to our deck we were talking about, and let's play. This is going to be tough. They have Shu and Lovely on DPS, both really good players. ADVCT is a good player on support and solid tanks. We got a solid team across the boards. Should be a good match. So we're going to start with Cauterized. We're going to definitely want to go Haven later. Push towards the left. I think we want to go left side because there's a lot more area we can play around and min-max our character from. Let's see where they are. I don't see anyone over here. Looks like they're going to want to play right side, which makes sense. Get her! Nice! Good job, Invocal. And that's the flank we needed. Should be able to stagger this and not pretty hard. I'm just gonna not shoot her. Let Delta get the triple kill! Delta's nuts. I'm gonna play this a little slow. I don't want to push too far up. I have to waste my dashes. I'm just gonna mid-range here. Ooh. This is bad. Nice heal. Oh my gosh, that was bad. It's alright, we got the cap. We gotta play slow. That was a really nice play by Lovely. She waited until I was low and then used her Q. Shoes one shot, get him! Alright, we're just gonna play slow until the card gets pushed up. There's no reason for us to make any plays right now. We just want to mid-range, keep them in their spawns a little bit. Play around Invocal. Like, I want to be the protect the Invocal person right now. Keep my sniper healthy in the back line. They use Cassiel. I'm gonna go over here, try to pull him back a little bit. Like I said, we're just playing around Invocal here. Keep him safe. Like, that Cassiel really didn't do anything. Because Invocal is our win condition here. They have really passive team. Ooh. See, look at that. Took the attention. I didn't really have to do anything. Invocal carries me. And that is the life of a flank. Play around your team. Flanks, like, it's very, very, you know, wrong to think of a flank as a solo teammate. He's very much playing around your team. Oh, I'm dead. It's alright, we got the healer. That was worth it. Go in, kill the heals. Now my team should be able to clean up the fight. Oh, Lovely made a good play on Invocal. This actually might be pretty bad for us. I don't think we're going to be able to push this. We're going to have to reset. Actually, you know what? They're popping off. Alright, team. Sorry for underestimating you. You're nuts. Ooh, Echo went for the ult, too. Alright, we're going to go on the flank here a little bit. But our main goal when we're flanking isn't to, like, take a 1v1. It's to play around what my team's already doing. Because I killed the healer, it should be... Oh, come on. Go, Echo! Nah, it doesn't look like we're going to get it. It's alright. That was close. 1 to 2 little things go different, we win that. I got the double kill at the end there, but it wasn't enough. But as you can see, the mid-ranging and stuff like that is actually working pretty well. Which is what I kind of expected. Like, Fish Market is a very open map. You want a character that can play across the map, has a decent amount of mobility, you know, because if you're playing something that's slow or has no range, like Buck, for example, even though Buck's pretty good on this map, just because he's so tanky, it's very, very hard to maneuver around. I'm trying to think of a better example. What's a better example? That is low range. I want to say Lex and Andro, but they both got buffed. Those were the two. Those were the two. Oh well. But yeah, anyway, either way, like, I can't think of a character off the top of my head. Alright, let's go Haven. Haven's definitely the best buy here. Saving for COD 3 is fine. Maybe getting, you know, Master Riding. Master Riding is very strong on Fish Market because it's such a long map. But I think Haven is probably the right call. It's going to help us here. Alright, I see you, Shu. I'm just going to stay on my mount here. Let him waste his ult. Go around the other side. Ash got her ult off. Nice. Oh, I got dismounted. What dismounted me? At least Ash got her ult off because we forced out the con ult. Nice, Anara. Lol. What are you doing? That's just crazy how fast you can melt a tank with this. She was one shot. Thanks to my boy Invocal. Get him, Invocal, get him! Oh, the Ash is going in. I'm going in with you. Nice damage reduction, dude. Lol. Not even 100% damage reduction anymore. Good job. I just want to get my dashes reset. Dude, we're hitting shots this game. I love it. Oh my gosh, this gun feels so good. Gotta back up a little bit. Play around in Vocal. Same basic thing. Doesn't change. Our playstyle does not change at all here. We just want to get this card as far up as we can before we have to make any plays. They're not already DR'd. So we might be able to kill her here. She's in the middle of the open. Nice. Do I ult here? Nah, I'm too low. You don't really want to ult on Androxus until you're higher health points, because otherwise you'll just die in the air and it's pointless, right? That might as well just not have ulted. There's someone we can stagger here. No. Io's smart. You're too smart for me, Io. I'm gonna back up. Oh, nice knockback. That's so good. I'm gonna ult this. Get the con! He doesn't have shield! That's... Now they have to touch with someone else. Or do that! Nice! Good push, good push, good push, good push. Sorry about that, my headset was dying, so I had to go plug that in real quick, and we're back into it. So we have 1,300 credits. That means we can get caught 3, plus we have 460 left over. So let's do that. With our 460, we were talking about master riding. I think master riding is definitely a viable buy here. You could also maybe go bulldozer. Bulldozer against Anara and Io, that's very, very strong. But in this situation, we already have bulldozer 3 on Echo, so I'm just going to go master riding. Try to get a better flank off. So another thing about flanks is we've been going left the last 2 rounds, so we're going to switch it up and go right. I know we did mount across around here, but it's always good to switch up your pathing. Do something a little odd, like this. Look at that, I'm on their healer before anyone knows. What's that healer going to do? Oh, that's the dashing I'm talking about. I just got stuck on the wall. Get dodged, kid. Lol. Oh my gosh, that headshot value. Hey, where's their Leon? Oh, Leon's dead. Immortal. Oh, I should be able to kill this Io. Oh, I just missed. Whoops! Yeah, they just synced me super hard there. I could have probably dashed a little safer, but it's fine. As long as my team plays this smart, slows down a little bit, I should be back before the next fight starts. We don't have Barrack ult or Kin ult, but we have the rest of our ults pretty much. Nice Ashe ult. Oh, nope, later. Get the con! I'm just going to sit on this con, because this con has to touch cap. GG. That's what you do. The con needs to touch cap. If you can kill a tank when they need to go touch before they can even get there and zone them away, you're going to win the cap. You're just going to win. And honestly, I was very surprised with the Andro on Fish Market. I did not think it was going to work out that well. But it felt really strong. The Curse of Revolver buffs, they just feel so good. Like, guys, try out Andro right now. I think this is the strongest Andro has been in a long time. A very long time. Nice play, Delta. Nice play. Shout out to Q Echo, Delta, and Vocal, Shu, and Lovely. Well played. Love you all. GG. Really good players. Good friends of mine. 15-3. Alright. Alright, Andro's a little clean. My Andro's a little clean, guys. A little clean. That felt good. That felt really good. Let me say GG. And, you know, that's it for the Andro video. I hope you guys learned something about him. I hope you guys learned that he's pretty strong right now and you start playing him in your games. I'm tired of hearing Andro mains complaining that he's not as good. He's good right now. Take advantage of this. Start popping off in ranked. Carry, you know? He feels really good right now. Just really, really good. I love it. I love it. I love when Andro's meta. I love playing Androxus. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. So, alright. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, like always. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.